dear friend. It's wonderful to show you today Myanmese food again. I am going to prepare a big amount of curry beef today. Let's have a look at the ingredients. You're gonna need beef. This is beef shoulder. Sorry, again. This is leg, a certain part of leg, and this is the shoulder. The reason I'm using two different kind, I'll explain to you later. Curry powder, of course, fish sauce, lots of onion, and a little bit of turmeric. And most important, Myanmese chili paste. Let's start. Over here, you are going to cut two things, only the onion, then the beef, then we're ready to cook. Roughly chop. Right, let's cut the meat. Let's start with the shoulder today. You want to I wouldn't like to cut out the fat too much, and this is the fiber. This is the fiber of the meat here. You want to cut this way, even though this is already too small piece to cut, but I just want to show you. To me, this is too small piece, but you want to work against the fiber. So let's try it again. This time I will cut in a bigger piece, and then you can have a better look. Around 2 bite size. You don't want to cut it too small. After a long time of cooking, it turns, the meat is falling apart, then it's not delicious. All the flavor will contribute to the sauce, but the meat itself is bleh. Okay, carry on this way. When you choose the meat, you could choose German you call Wade or shoulder. Basically, it is the parts that works well with slow cooking. It has to have a little bit more fat, and something like this tendon or membrane that's gonna taste really lovely. Yeah, 2 bite size. This one is a little bit too big, but whatever. Again, we're first cut off the direction. Cut away the direction of the fiber goes. For example, if the fiber go this way, you want to cut it this way. If the fiber go this way, you want to cut this way. Okay, 2 bite size. Let me show you the two different parts of meat. That's the shoulder I found. It has more fiber but very little fat and less tendon. This part will be tasty. But this is another part from leg, which will be wonderful. I mean, my mother said shoulder, but look at it. This is a bit fat all over, and it's more firm. We'll see. Let's start cooking. Turn on high heat and generous amount of extra virgin olive oil. Good quality, heat resistance. Okay, I'm gonna fry it until it toned down a lot, almost in half of the amount. Then I will start with frying the beef together. Look at this beautiful onion. It's really lightly brown and decrease a lot of the amount already. Then I'm putting the meat in. Sort of use the high heat to seal the meat a little bit. And have it coat with onion. When it comes to curry, my mother always tells me you can never put enough onion. It contributes the sweetness of the sauce, and also its thickness. So in my family, when it comes to curry seasoning, curry sauce, we never need to use any starches. Beautiful. Curry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say 5. Turmeric powder. Beautiful. Oh, wonderful fragrance. 2 at least. And have them coat. The heat is going to bring out the best fragrance of the curry powder. Okay, switch the heat back on, because earlier I switched the entire heat off. I didn't want it burned. Now I switch it back on. Look at this beautiful color. Normally I like it spicy, but today I want to make it more fragrance but not too spicy. So this is the paprika. It adds the color and the fragrance, but very little heat. The ingredients. Myanmese chili paste. 1, 2. I'm putting at least 7 spoons of the Myanmese chili paste, and now it's time to add the water. Cup. 2 cups. Let me see if I need to add 1 more cup of water. Yeah, I guess so. 3 cups of water, roughly. It more or less covered up the meat around 80%, and that's enough. And the liquid, I'm going to use the liquid to dissolve this beautiful browned layer on the bottom of the pan. That's going to contribute a lot of flavor to the sauce. Look at this beautiful chunky meat. I just make sure the bottom has nothing sticked. It's nothing, everything dissolved. And now the sauce is bubbling. It's time to add fish sauce. Exactly how much fish sauce you're just gonna try. Okay, I'm starting with 2 tablespoons. 3. 2 is definitely not enough. Okay, and then and see how it tastes like. You want to have the flavor and the saltiness straight into the meat throughout the whole time of cooking. Nothing tastes awful when the saltiness is not right in the stew. Okay. Yum yum. Tasteless. At least 2 more. you go. Fish sauce is just about right. Turn down the heat, cover the lid, and cook it for at least 45 minutes. We'll see afterwards. 45 minutes later, the meat is perfect. It is still a bit chewy, which is right because the leftover heat is going to fuse the flavor and make the meat very tender. But the sauce is still not thickened enough as I wanted, so I bring the meat out and I'm gonna keep the sauce cooking for another half an hour and then switch it off and then bring the meat back overnight. Now I heat up the sauce only for 30 minutes and now the density is right. Look at my sauce. And I put the meat back in. You could eat already, but remember all this stew, including bolognese, this kind of meat sauce, tastes even better the next day. Nevertheless, I'm just gonna try a nice piece for you. I like this part with tendons. And some dressing. This is the cabbage, German cabbage salad that I'm going to go with. You can serve it with rice or bread. Let's eat. My mom will be proud of me. I can only say this. It's now tasting wonderful. Wait until you see the next day. If you have any question, let me know. See you next time.